I wish we still had
Yay, we're live. All right.
I wish we still had the control panel to where we could do the whole clapping and everything.
Yeah, I miss the sound effects. Stupid Google. All right, who do we got in here?
Daryl, you need an orange hat now because there's 3 people on the panel with an orange hat.
I know it.
It's the orange hat stream.
Just grab some orange paint and paint the head. Might work.
But I guess that would be Georgia Tech colors. I guess orange could work.
Yep.
The local college around here.
Georgia
What's
Tech.
up?
I mean,
Virginia,
Virginia Tech. I'm sorry.
Girl versus Life, Jester on 2, K9 Busa, Leaky's Bike It, Mrs. Peaches, Rebecca Adams, Serafina, Some Dude, and the Ultimate Weeboo.
Nice.
And Dark just joined.
See?
What's up, Mexico?
So can So what's the plan for today?
Well, once a few more people show up, I'm going to do my 1,000 sub giveaway.
Ooh, you can just give it to me.
Well, you didn't even fucking enter.
The niggas don't enter raffles, sir. We just get the raffles.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, B. Just saying.
There you go.
So what are you giving away?
This toque.
Oh, good thing you didn't enter then.
Are you gonna autograph it too?
Well, I was thinking about that, but I don't think like anything would really stay on it, like marker. Or, I don't know.
It might.
He's gonna teabag it before he sells it.
Well, to whoever wins, I will wash it first.
And then teabag it.
And then teabag it. Yep. Yeah, I'll wash it up, and then I'm gonna rip off a few pubes and stick them in there.
Damn, there's a little bit too much orange going on in here tonight.
They said we're gonna have to get us an orange hat too.
I don't wear hats. No.
I just don't like orange.
You're racist.
I don't either. I normally wear this hat inside out.
Inside, outside, leaving la vida loca.
But it doesn't get cold enough here in Florida to even wear it. So.
Oh, shut up, Dino.
Well,
that's why I didn't enter the contest, because I don't need another fucking beanie.
Rub it in.
What you need is a fucking kayak.
Right?
Everybody needs a kayak.
No, just fucking places that get the hurricanes.
I don't need a kayak. What I need is a fucking boat.
Boats and hose.
Nose. So we were able to reinstall the exhaust stem on my Silverwing. Now we just need to tune her up. Oh, right on, Sarah. What's up, Donna Main? All right, we got 17 watching now, so I will go ahead and... Holy fuck, I don't even remember how to present myself.
Jesus. Click on yourself, sir.
Very careful.
There. Am I ready for Friday? Why, what's Friday? Oh, Halloween? No.
I thought that was Tuesday.
Okay. I don't know.
What?
I got all the entries in here. There's about 60. And we are going to pick the winner of this glorious orange toque.
Going back to the missing sound effects, it would have been perfect by now.
Yeah, the drum roll and everything be awesome.
Not good enough. Sorry. Nope. There we go.
Okay, so got one.
And the winner
is. If I can open it,
Let's go.
I can't get it.
I can't see it.
Girl versus life.
Girl versus life. She did win it.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, congratulations, honey.
It was rigged.
She's the one who wanted it most. And to prove it's not rigged, I'm going to open up a few more.
Girl versus life, girl versus life, girl versus life, girl versus
Moto
life.
Steve.
Okay, we get it.
So,
Don't be saying other names because they'll think that they won.
oh, that's true. Yeah.
Speedy.
Ding-a-ling.
Oh my.
Alright.
Ding.
Well, what are the odds that could have actually happened again? You know, that's so funny.
If I'd have pulled out Girl versus Life again. Oh, fuck.
Like 3 in a row. I would have died.
Didn't have a speech prepared or anything.
What's your
Definitely,
speech?
definitely not rigged, guys. The first 6 that I opened was Girl versus Life.
Yeah, that would have been awkward. I'll prove it. And then Girl versus Life, Girl versus Life, Girl versus Life. Fuck. Stream's over.
This is why I don't watch motor vloggers. Especially
You just-
Canadians.
You just come on their panel and pester them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll
There you
come
go.
on your panel.
Ooh. Good time.
Just not the eyes. Just not the eyes.
It sounds like a good. That sounds like a good night to me.
Hell yeah. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Anytime, sweetheart. Come on down.
I hate
Which
the
I
fact I
might.
can't see side chat.
You should.
Leaky's Bike, you never got a link. I sent it to your Gmail. Wasn't that the one I was supposed to send it to?
Lies. The only thing he said he was born.
Oh, fat.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
I think we are rich, y'all. Listen to this. So we hit 10,000 views Saturday night. In 2 days, we've made 6 cents. Can you believe that?
Damn.
Your estimated revenue, 6 cents.
Rolling in the dough.
I'm going to buy me an island with that. Let me tell you.
Heard that.
Oh, I got the email
I
address.
don't even
wrong.
think
Okay,
I.
we-
Nope, I still haven't hit 10,000 views. Don't really care either.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
buy
don't.
myself with that a half a second with Perry.
I'm getting there. I'm pretty close. I'm just under 8,000 now. So
I don't even know how many views I got. I've got a couple of videos that have over 10,000 each, so.
Ooh, look at me. I'm Prairie. I got 10,000 views on each one of mine. Look at me.
Dude, you know what? You might too if you actually fucking posted something, you bet.
Right?
I'm just saying.
I might actually post something if I could get my fucking car or bike fixed.
There's that.
Just do a walk vlog.
Right? Just start doing daily vlogs of fucking random bullshit.
While walking.
Yeah,
Those are the channels that get all the views. Is those
yeah,
daily
they are.
guys?
Yep. Daily vlogs get the most fucking views and subscribers because people expect to watch that every single day. Like those are the people that I watch the most. The people that I'm subscribed to, the ones that post every single day are the ones that I watch every single fucking day. So
Lord.
I look forward because they always have a set time too. So I always look forward to that time of day.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple I think there's 3 BMX riders that I watch. They post every day at 3:00 my time, and I look forward to that every single day at 3:00. And then like I watch Good Mythical Morning, as I'm sure a lot of people do, but every morning they have their Good Mythical Morning, then Good Mythical More, and then occasionally they have their third channel that they post. But the daily vlogs, that's how you get millions of subscribers. So
Yeah.
I guess it's just everybody trying to live vicariously through somebody else's life.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, if you like the person, you're actually interested in their life, you'll watch a few minutes of their day. Sure, yeah.
Right.
We've gotten to the point where we very seldom ever use, other than get the YouTube on television. That's about the only thing we watch anymore. Television got so daggum bored, and I can't watch television.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I canceled my cable a long time ago. It's just Netflix and porn.
Well, at least he's honest about it. Give him credit.
Right.
What's Netflix?
I love that dude. My
No, for
man.
real, I've seen it.
Who?
No, for reals, what's Netflix?
Oh, Netflix.
Oh, it's not for Mexicans. You wouldn't like it.
Yeah, they don't have Netflix in Mexico. Sorry.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Your economy sucks so bad that they can't afford to have Netflix in your country.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Leaky, I'm all about the professionalism.
Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah, if YouTube watched some of my streams, if they actually had a person watch them, my channel would be shut down. No doubt.
I'm surprised my channel hasn't got shut down yet.
We're not being used.
Right.
Oh, you know what's awesome about YouTube?
Nothing.
I can no longer monetize anything.
Why?
They've got me flagged where anytime I try and post a video, it's automatically demonetized before it even goes public.
I think that's part of the whole ad apocalypse thing. I mean, there are channels like that. People that don't even cuss, they're still getting flagged every single.
Well, yeah, the video I did, it was my last one, or not the last one, the one before that, was a compilation of bad drivers. There was no talking. Like, it was just
You should have bad
no
drivers,
copyright
that's it.
sounds music. But yeah, I didn't even post. And
Wow.
of course, unless you get 1,000 views in a week, you can't even contest it. So
Right.
I'm screwed. Which doesn't matter. I mean, I've been doing this a year and a half and I've made like $45. So
not
it
worth
doesn't
it.
really make a difference.
I think they're trying to save money by only giving money to the people that actually matter on this fucking website. The people that are making.
Black Lives Matter.
Well, my theory is YouTube is just overloaded with creators now.
Yeah.
Because anyone with a cell phone puts videos on YouTube.
Yep.
So I think they just have too much content and they're trying to get people to quit. I wish I had a bar fridge right next to me. That's so cool, man.
I'm so glad. I've been fucking wishing for this thing for
America.
at least a year. At least a year.
America. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we watched one vlogger, and he went through his account the other night and showed how much he was making on each vlog, the views he was getting, and everything.
Mm.
And he's probably making about $200,000 a year. I mean, he was showing the dollar amount and everything. He wasn't shy about it either.
Yeah. Well, if you're getting a few thousand, like 20,000 views, you usually get about $1 per thousand.
Yeah.
Or $1.50 per thousand. So if you're getting 500,000 views per video, you're gonna make some decent money.
Yeah, he's
Especially
making.
if you put up daily videos.
Yeah, well, he's a 23-year-old kid with Corvettes and all that stuff. So that tells you something there. So
Yeah, there's
I
money.
guess that knocks us old folks out of
Who are y'all talking about?
Street Speed 717.
Yeah, that's who I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, it's not his. I think it's the third video from the last one that he posted is where he shows all of it.
I don't watch a lot of his videos. I started out strong watching his videos, but then I kind of died out. And I'll watch one every now and then, but I don't know.
I pretty much strictly watch motovloggers, and even then, I can't keep up with everybody.
Yeah.
I try, but I'd have to sit here for like 4 or 5 hours every day just to watch them.
We started watching these the drone races. Have you ever watched those on YouTube?
Nope.
That is fun to watch. If you just Google it on there, I think Red Bull posts a lot of them, but that is really, really cool to watch. The guys that go in the river with the metal detectors and stuff, the diving, they find the phones, the GoPros, the sunglasses, and all that.
I watch a couple of them.
Yeah. And then
Jigging with Jordan, Aqua Chigger. There's another guy that does a lot of vlogs with Jigging with Jordan that I watch.
Robin, I think is his name.
AMG
Jigging with
something.
Jordan.
Click on your other tab.
Can't remember his name.
And then let's see. We watched Abandoned Millionaire Homes. We watched one last night that was pretty cool. It's been sitting empty since 1999. And then there was an abandoned island, Walker's Cay in the Bahamas. We watched it last night. Those are pretty cool.
Right.
Exploring with Josh, that's who it is. And he went into he went with, what was their name?
I don't remember.
Yes, something. I can't remember their channel. But those are pretty interesting.
What's up, Wheelan? What's up, Serafina?
How's she going, eh?
Hey,
Hello.
Sugar Bush.
Hey. Oh God.
You
didn't let
You
her
just
in here.
messed up, Prairie, is all I can say. Sugar Bush is in the house now.
I
Oh
thought she was
God.
talking to me for a minute.
And do you notice immediately though? As soon as you said it, I immediately responded. Oh.
I know. You knew I was going to say that, though. I had to. How could I not after the conversation? I mean, come on now.
Best conversation ever.
It was pretty good.
It was funny.
hmm
And it was sweet.
It was a very sweet conversation.
Okay, Syndicate Vlogs in the side chat said, "Oh yeah, my turtle's done fucked so hard she bled bad, or he did, unsure of which yet." What in the fuck are you talking about?
What in the actual fuck?
Which turtle? Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo,
Raphael.
Yeah.
Seraphina's in here?
Yes, of course.
You got it before you.
There goes demonetized.
She's here with a sugar bowl.
Well, you did see that I had my syrup. Just saying. It's delicious.
God.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram. I was pretty proud of you. I was like, the first thing that hit my mind was syrup bottles hanging off of a bush. I don't know why, but I was like, I started to comment. And I was like, if I do, she'll get me.
I hang syrup bottles off my bush.
The first thought I had when I saw the picture, I'm like, oh shit, brain fart.
One of these streams, I'll chug a bottle of syrup just because.
Oh, that'd be an awesome challenge.
Then we'll see Perry on Instagram. Hey guys, I'm over here in the hospital. What happened? Diabetes.
Got that diabetes.
God.
Diabetes?
Mm-hmm. Diabetes. Especially if you're drinking the real syrup.
Diabetes.
The real syrup.
Oh yeah, the real stuff, not the
That's
not the
actual
processed.
like maple sap and not high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Hey, I live in Ohio and we grow a lot of corn, so high fructose corn syrup is all good in my book.
No.
Yeah, but you guys
We don't have maple trees here. I mean, we do. We just don't stick taps in them and drink their
Well,
blood.
you actually don't have the right weather conditions for it, anyways.
Oh, I see how it is.
I said.
Oh,
He's like, well, we don't want your maple sap.
You don't want our weather conditions. Is really what you don't want.
This is true.
We don't want your sap story. Sorry.
Hey,
The weather condition is it has to be cold at night, warm during the day, so the sap runs. So
so it makes the sap move up and down the tree.
yes.
Know
that
all
don't even
about
sound
that.
right.
It's science.
Yes,
That's the way it
it
works.
moves up and down the tree shaft.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Now you know how syrup's made.
That's
Congratulations.
the way the sap dribbles.
Well, that and the fact that it's boiled to hell and back. Because it doesn't come out as syrup, it comes out as sap.
It's very lightly sweet sap.
Yes. And then they boil it, and boil it, and boil it some more.
And
And
they get rid of
filter
all that useless water stuff that's in it until it's all just sugar.
Oh
They
yeah,
bo-
well you want to
They boil it and filter it and boil it some more and filter
Then
it some
boil
more.
it, mash
and then
it, stick it
boil
in a stew.
One of these days, I'll go out and buy you some actual maple sugar candies and send them out.
Oh,
I think you just had a teeny orgasm.
That's what I thought. That was like,
Do you need a smoke now, man? Take a little break.
just don't look up under his desk. You'll be okay.
Mhm.
Well, it won't be too much longer that I'll be moving moving to Ohio, so I'll bring some with me. Because it'll be the right season for it.
I want some too. Barry was supposed to come down to SEMM and bring me some, but he never did.
I didn't actually. No, I didn't
Oh,
promise
sorry.
you then. I didn't go, but I will be there for the next one. So we're on.
Don't worry, I didn't go either.
You didn't go. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Not this year.
You didn't go to SCMM. You live there.
A bitch?
Fuck's sakes, man. I wanted to go so bad, but God, shit just fell apart up here, man.
You should came with
I don't
that
even know if we'll be able to go next
Canadian
year.
guy. What's his name? 6 foot.
Snowcat? Oh, 6 foot, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
Yeah, I should have hitched a ride because 6 foot and I are really tight. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so close to where he lives too.
you could have
Oh, yeah,
ridden bitch
yeah.
with him.
I think Barry is a bitch.
I am the bitch. Everybody knows I'm a bitch.
You need that for gas tank.
You would have had like 3 inches of seat to sit on.
Oh.
3 inches.
That will be a teeny weeny, according to Daryl, right?
Yeah, I only got 3 inches, but most women don't mind it that wide.
Oh.
And is that during the warm season?
What's that?
Is that during the warm season?
Yeah.
I was in the pool.
I was in the pool! I was in the pool! Oh, I missed that.
Oh, God.
It's on Crave TV.
I don't have cable. I am extremely poor.
Yeah, no,
I don't have shit, man. Like this stuff here, that ain't mine.
It's just a picture.
No, I'm just renting this place.
No, it's like in a movie how the background is actually a painting. That's just it's a 2-dimensional image. He's actually on a green screen right now.
Yeah.
And
I'm
his
actually
tooth
in the
is
alleyway behind
CGI.
Walmart.
Yeah, that's street lights giving him that key lighting on top there. And his clothes
Talking
are
to you
all
live from
CGI, actually.
Phone booth.
Why did my thing go off and I got no message?
Leaky said that he was leaving work and he'll be back.
On
It's
the,
so
the
weird.
Hangouts app that definitely works all the time.
Right. Because everybody checks their Hangouts notifications.
Oh, and it's
Well-
impossible to like actually open a Hangouts link with it.
Right.
Thanks, Google.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
most
fantastic.
freaking most profitable company in the world can't get their shit straight for one little goddamn thing.
Nope.
Well, they have a lot of goddamn things they don't
They
get.
also have a lot of goddamn employees that they pay a lot of goddamn money.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, that's because they fight Facebook all the time, trying to steal their employees.
God damn it, Google. I pay $0 for all these services and I expect them to work.
Right.
Because somebody else is paying a lot of money for the advertising.
Not paying me.
Yeah, no, they're not paying you. But I pay them for the advertising, bastards. Why doesn't things work?
Okay, Autotech said I gotta take off, but somebody verbally tell Filthy I said alcohol and bike repairs soon, since he doesn't have the side chat.
Oh, absolutely.
That sounds like a
I'm
great
waiting for that.
combination.
I'm waiting for that. Yeah.
I screw up my bike enough without alcohol.
You screw anything with alcohol.
Basically.
I think alcohol and anything repairs is
A bad mix.
No, I think it's a bad mix.
It's probably inviting more repairs and more alcohol.
Yeah, probably.
There you go.
I don't know. The times I had
Positive
alcohol-
feedback loop.
I don't know. The times I had alcohol, all the repairs I'd done during alcohol were great.
Sure.
But at the same time, it wasn't me doing the repairs, so.
Right? You were the supervisor. You had one hand in your pocket and the other one holding a beer can.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the other one giving a peace sign.
Oh,
I can't remember the last time that I've actually. I
Old
can't remember.
references.
Go ahead, Wheelan.
It's a terrible
Hey!
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I'm fucking retarded tonight.
I had my headphones on, man. I'm deaf now.
You weren't before.
I can't remember the last time that I repaired anything and I was not either drinking and or drunk.
Oh, everybody be quiet. Ken just shut up.
Look, the
That
guy that
includes
says
you,
that-
Joe.
Don't be quiet, because then he'll start fucking talking.
Beep, beep.
Look, it's the guy that said that he's gonna bring us ramen.
Man, that shit came on my fucking backpack, dog.
Oh, since Ken
I don't
is
even know
here,
whose
Ken,
hangout this is.
hurry
I would
up
just send a
together
link.
to figure out when you gonna have your noodle challenge.
I'm just waiting for to eat them bitches.
I'm still waiting to eat mine.
Yo, you little fucker. I'll fucking send you some, Dark. They're like a fucking... Yeah. Like little Asian market's like 5 minutes from my house, bro.
Oh, hey, Kent.
Yeah.
How much would it cost you to send those to me then?
Let me see. Cause you're in Canada, right?
Yeah, like
$300.
Hold on,
Not those fake Canadian dollars.
They're not. They're
Get
not.
your goddamn monopoly money. Fuck Canada. You goddamn floppy-head, fucking apologizing motherfuckers. Fuck. I hate Canada.
Watch out, you might.
You tell him, Prairie. Jesus.
Wow.
He's aggressive. Somebody give him a couple Xanax.
It's like he's raging tonight.
No, I don't think he needs Xanax. I think he needs something stronger like Valium or freaking morphine.
Someone give him some
Give him
syrup.
an IV something.
I need
Hardline that shit.
Oh, you know what? It's not even that expensive, bro. It's
Want some
$22.
fentanyl? Some carfentanil?
Tell me how much it is, and I'll send you PayPal or something because I was going to order them on Amazon, and it was like $35.
That's ridiculous.
For what?
Are you sure it wasn't a
these
case?
fucking noodles that I gotta eat. Yeah, it's a pack of 5, but that's all I can get. I can't get an individual pack.
$35 for a pack of 5.
That's hella bullshit. Cause like out here, they're literally $1.
To give you an idea of how stupid things are, for us to order
Who's that talking?
Kool-Aid packs.
Hey, do I know you?
Maybe.
Wait,
You might not.
Your voice sounds familiar. What's your name?
You're probably thinking of
No, that's not her. No, I know who you're talking about. No, that's not her.
who's
That helmet.
about her?
You're talking about God, what's her name? The real slim chick. She finally showed her face on IG. Not
Slim
her.
Shady?
You fucking dude. All right, what's her name though?
Her name is Serafina.
Yes.
And that's the name of your channel?
Yes, it is. Serafina 2010.
I'm gonna look you up.
I don't have a whole lot there, but we're me and my fiance have started up Serafina and the Nerd. So we got a couple videos there.
That's actually kind of catchy.
He's the nerd, though I think we're both nerds.
Guys are gay.
Such a nice guy.
Yeah, whatever. Well, to give you an idea of how expensive it is to buy stuff, for us to order Kool-Aid packets, it costs $50 to ship it across the border.
What?
Holy.
You can buy like a
Sometimes you
pack
can catch
for
deals, but
yeah. That's how much it ended up costing. So my sister ended up having me order it to Ohio, and I carried it across the border.
I was gonna say, why? I mean, can't you get like a PO box across the border? I mean, Prairie, you live so close to the goddamn border, anyways.
You have to have a passport to go across the border, and I'm the only one in my family who currently has one. So if I'm not there, it sucks to be them.
Yeah, but it doesn't cost anything to get a. Well, here it doesn't cost anything to get a passport. It's like a couple, maybe $100 or some shit.
It's $150 or $160 every 5 years. It's ridiculous. You can get a Nexus though; it's cheaper.
Well, if you have an expired passport, you can still cross over walking.
And then I don't know if Ohio's got to do it, but like Michigan, you can get an enhanced driver's license that basically access your passport to Canada or to and back from Canada.
You can also get a Nexus card, which is what my fiance did. It'll actually is cheaper than getting a passport, and you can use it while flying, and it gets you through the faster lines. I don't know why I haven't done it yet.
Oh my god!
But I will be.
You done fucked up.
Done fucked up, AA Ron.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now. Turn around and say it again. Should have listened to the woman, John.
There we go, full retard.
Right.
This is where I make references nobody gets.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
How's everybody doing though?
doing good, man.
I'm swell.
Doing swell.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, talking about Kool-Aid.
Super. Thanks for asking.
A little too good at that by now.
Mm-hmm.
Has X1 been in here?
Nope.
No.
Oh, he's
Been
been
watching his Inktober stuff he's been doing on Instagram. I love seeing all that stuff.
You're a fat boy.
Well, my son had to be good at something,
Yeah, it must be nice to be good at stuff.
right?
I suck at everything.
You're good at sucking dick, Prairie.
Wow.
Probably would be. Yeah. I tried to suck mine, but I just can't get there.
You just
Just
have
gotta
to.
believe.
Yeah, you're not trying hard enough, and you still have too many ribs.
Yeah, just took off 2 lips.
Oh
That's a
man,
bit
everyone
like-
remembers that urban legend about Marilyn Manson from like middle school.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's
everybody does.
a lot of
Wonder
people.
who the
believe
hell
that
started that?
It's not.
I don't know. He only did it so that he could do a freaking stunt on stage, and he wasn't flexible enough.
Yep, nothing wrong there.
But I mean, if the side effect is that you can suck your own dick, then I mean, props to him.
Yeah, honestly,
Wow.
guys, if you could suck your own dick, would you?
Fuck no.
I don't think. Like, it's not like you're gonna get the surprise cum shot, but still,
Nah, bro.
you can't tell yourself, "Oh, I didn't know it was coming." Sorry.
Sorry, eh?
No.
Well, I've had a male dog that he daggone sure must have enjoyed it because every time he looked at him, he was over there licking on it.
Oh,
Man.
yeah, that's my sister's dog. Freaking the day we brought the thing home, we went to look at this dog. That drops in, right. It doesn't care where he is. He can be in the middle of the front yard. He don't care. The funniest part about it is he actually sounds like that. He makes a lot of noise when he does it.
I don't think I'd ever leave the house.
That's awesome.
It's like,
When
what
I was-
I'm
when I
about to
was
be doing
a teenager,
tonight?
My parents had a cat that we had this blanket, and this cat would like take his time purring away, pawing at it. He'd
Hey, what's
ball
up,
it up,
Bruce? I'm late.
and then he'd get on top of it and just fuck it. And if you
Yeah.
tried to take the blanket away, he would just meow at you. He would stare at you and just meow. Like he had no shame. He's like, no, this is what I'm gonna do, and if you don't let me, I'm just gonna meow at you all night long.
Yeah.
That's what Perry did when I tried
Yeah,
to
that sounds like a true story.
It is literally. I swear to God.
Yeah, I
Why
can
the
see
hell
it
would I
'cause-
make something like that up?
because
Later, Clutch.
cats are assholes, so definitely.
So, changing subjects, I have seen like 4 or 5 different viral videos of somebody finding a random animal in the middle of the ocean where it should not be and picking it up on their boat or kayak. I think people are just leaving animals out in the middle of the fucking ocean.
I think
And-
people are going
and-
out there and just like
Like their
picking a
own
puppy
pets
out
or
in the
something
ocean.
like that.
Is that iguana one?
I've seen an iguana one. I've seen a cat one. I've seen a raccoon one. I've seen a pig one.
The iguanas,
What the fuck do you use a pig?
iguanas are actually known to do that. That's actually how they've populated different islands and gotten to mainlands in some places by literally just getting on a stick and floating across, large bodies of water, man. They actually do that on their own.
I'm just saying, I've seen so many of these where it's like these people have to this has to be like an animal that they've picked up, put on their boat, thrown in the ocean, and then went and picked up and made a video just to get views.
It's all about the views, son.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible, but I guarantee that a few of them are probably true.
Hi, everybody. This is my pet iguana. His name is not Clickbait. Gone sexual in the hood.
I named him George.
Why is he too curious?
Yeah, he was a little too curious on water, and
He has
Fell right in.
I'm going to hug him and squeeze him and call him George.
Oh no! Please don't.
Shit. Where's that from?
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, Looney
Bugs
Oh,
Bunny,
that's
man.
the big fuzzy guy, right?
No,
it
the
was
little
the,
girl. The
It
little
was
girl.
the giant.
The abominable snowman.
Chill, fat boy.
What'd you call me?
Called you fat daddy.
Hey,
You keep calling me that.
All right.
I still won't pay child support.
Chill, fatty. Damn, boy. Bounce.
Oh, so some of you may be curious about the video I posted today.
Not really.
Because you don't watch my shit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Shit,
But-
spoiler alert. Is that what this is?
Well, maybe, because what had happened was months ago, I used that video. Like I was doing this thing, if you come to the live stream, you can watch this special video. And I realized that, I realized today that I had left it private. I never did make it public, and I had planned to. So I did that today. So and I didn't realize it would come up as a new video. I thought it would just be public, and then people could search it or whatever.
Right.
But,
It came out as a new video, and I saw that I had already watched it, and I was like, wait a second. I saw this months ago. Why is it showing back up? And
That's
why
what
is
happened.
it? I thought that it was like it got deleted and it was a repost. And if that was the case, then it would have said that I hadn't watched it yet. But it did say that I'd watched it.
See, I got
so
a video like that too, but I thought I uploaded it, but I never did. It's like 2 months old. I think I'm gonna just post it. It's like,
Might as well.
yeah, I was like talking shit about this dude who I thought was a friend. So he's a little bitch.
You say he's just a friend.
It's okay, Ken. You can say it was me.
No. Actually, it wasn't. Okay, I'll just tell you guys.
It was
Basically,
actually
one of my homeboys, whatever. He started acting hella funny style, like for about a year, like acting hella funny style. I made a video at the time said friends don't exist. So I guess this motherfucker took it to the bunghole or whatever. Got all butthurt, started acting hella funny style. Make a long story short, he gets in an accident. I find out or whatever. Hey, chill, poops, chill. I'm talking. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. He gets in an accident. I hit him up. The motherfucker doesn't even reply. I have my other boy hit him up. He replies to him. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so he's just being a little bitch.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Cool story, Hansel.
Right?
thanks a lot.
I just don't get that shit. Like, motherfuckers are like hella envious and like, it's like snakes on the low.
Mm.
Like snakes on the
Snakes
plane.
don't hold vendettas, man.
For motherfuckers are like so envious and jealous of the little shit that you do have or the little shit that you are doing. That shit's sad, man. Cause I ain't like that. I try to help everybody out. Like whatever. Period. Like fuck.
I'll definitely back that up.
Yeah, like
Ken's helped me out
that's how
more
I
than
am. I'm
anyone
not
has.
yeah, I'm not fucking like selfish. Like I don't mean to bring this on your fucking channel, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like for perfect example, Red One, bro. I've already, even from the gate of me talking to him, I already saw how he was. I already saw. I found that out the way he was because I was asking him about his audio. I was like, "Yo, bro, we had the same setup, all this. How the, how the hell I ain't hearing no wind noise?" Be mindful, we was texting back and forth for over an hour. Everything was all good. He was replying within like a minute or two. As soon as I asked him about that, conversation went blank. I was like, "Oh, okay, I see how you. I've already saw how he was. This is a long time ago." And just the little shit he would say, like when everybody went off air. "Oh, I got a problem if somebody passes my channel, and I don't think they're as good as me." This was like a long time ago, and I was like, "Okay, I see how you are." And then our whole little beef. But okay, it was gonna come. It was gonna come because I already saw how he was. And I can't wait to pass this fucking channel. That's my only goal. I don't give a damn about my subscriber list. I'm happy with what I am. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. But now I gotta pass Red One, and that's it. And that's it.
There you go.
I could pass him and then never gain another subscriber. I'll be happy.
As long as you get there, right?
As long as I pass him, that's all I can. Yeah, literally, that's it.
What would be hilarious is I actually invited Red One So if he pops in right now.
That motherfucker's not coming, bro.
No, he showed up in my streams a couple of times, but he doesn't get off work till late, I guess. He never shows up till late. I'm usually done by then.
You can still return it. You can still return it. Shit. My bad.
Yeah, but you can still return the link.
Yeah. And that would be lovely if he joined. Because I went to Fresno hoping he was there. Yeah.
Wasn't he over there in Texas or something, some shit like that?
Yeah, he went to.
I don't know.
I keep track of all the meets now.
He went over there with Catweed Brock.
Brock, yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma City or somewhere there.
Yeah, he did a live stream with it.
Oh,
And then
so
he went
cute.
down to Texas, I believe.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah,
Hey,
like Ghost was saying in the side chat there, Red's never wrong me, but I don't agree with a lot of what he says. Still find him entertaining. I have nothing against Red.
It's just
He's
me.
opinionated, and I actually respect that he's willing to speak his mind, but I also understand that he's going to piss people off.
Yeah, and you gotta expect the consequence.
Yep.
You can't. It's all I say, and what I've been telling everybody. If I'm gonna talk shit about somebody, hey, yo, London, chill. You're not getting no more candy. Go in there.
Oh, now he's going to go off. No more candy, you motherfucker.
Right. No, just and this is and it's my quick opinion. If I'm gonna talk shit about other vloggers, I gotta expect the consequence.
Oh yeah.
Come here. Push that shit up right now.
Holy shit.
Come here.
Ooh.
The napper.
Ken's about to walk out. Ken's going to grab cigarettes and come back 20 years later.
It's like if I talk shit. See, you can be. The thing is, anybody can be openly, to their opinion. That's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
That is perfectly fine. Honestly, nobody's opinion will fucking. I don't fucking give a fuck. I get so much hate on my channel. I don't fucking care. It don't bother me at all.
Yep, there you go.
But when I showed somebody support for the longest, and I never got it back, and then all of a sudden you want to start talking shit, that's when I got a problem.
Yep. No, I see your side for sure, man.
Yeah, because it's like and I've dropped so many comments on his videos. He's never even replied. This is before I problem. He never even replied. I dropped so many comments on his videos. I was like, I noticed. I said, this motherfucker never replies to me. What the fuck? He's going, and I'm just gonna be honest, bro. He wasn't getting that many comments on his videos. You saw my comments. You will always ignore them. Go to mommy.
Go to mommy.
Yeah, it's just like I already saw how he was, and I was like, oh, I see how you are.
No.
You go to mommy and get that sugar bush.
It's just like me talking. It's like me talking shit about you, Prairie, about what you do on your channel. And
I do that all the time.
see, but it'd be different because I support you.
Oh, we can joke with each other. Yeah.
Exactly. And for somebody to never ever support me, and you want to come at me, like, and then we get in an argument, and I say, hey, I'm gonna drop it this one time, and then you beat on your chest. So, the same person that was afraid to show his face because of his job is Mr. Billy Badass. Okay, bruh.
Well, I guess he can find out if he really wants.
Yep, that's why I wanted him to show the Fresno. You guys, Warbeard. I said, where the fuck is Red One? Oh, he's not coming.
Yeah, here's what it is, man.
It is what it is. We can change the subject. It's all good.
I still think it's crazy how all you guys are like close enough to each other that you like meet each other in person on a somewhat regular basis. Like, I've got maybe 2 people like that near me.
Oh, I don't have anybody.
I'm like fuck away from everybody.
I'm down here we're a bunch of little guys down here, and we're all spread out across the state. I think there's only like 10, if that, 8, maybe 10 motovloggers here.
The
I've
closest
searched-
motovlogger to me, I think, is Snowcat.
Yeah.
The closest YouTuber to me is Lee Stewart.
I've searched
Oh, yeah.
far and wide for people near me in my area of Florida, and just go ahead and put this out because a lot of people think that Florida is a tiny ass state. It'll take me 13 hours to get to Miami. So, I mean, it's just like driving from one end of California to the other. But the closest person to me is probably Downey. And I would say the next person closest to me would be Do It With Dan in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Redline and a couple others from you. I take it you're from around the Jacksonville area.
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm far like northwest Florida. Like I'm
Okay, over
I'm
north
about-
of Tallahassee and shit.
near what?
Like north of Tallahassee,
Like west of Tallahassee.
like further west. Holy shit!
I'm like 3 hours west of Tallahassee.
Okay, I lived in Jacksonville a while back, so
Right.
bringing
Yeah,
back memories.
I'm like an hour and a half away from Mobile, Alabama. So
Okay, I know where you're at. Okay,
The closest motovlogger to me is Warbeard. He's like 5 minutes away from me. Like fucking rock throw away from a couple blocks.
Downey used to live probably 45 minutes from me, but then he moved to Jacksonville. So he used to live in Panama City.
Yeah, for me,
The
they're
grass
not
is
that
green.
far out. I think the closest motovlogger that I know of near me would be Webby Rides out of Hamilton, which is like an hour away.
Billy would be our closest.
Yeah. That's what we should say. Billy would be the closest one we got, back road, and that's 3 hours away.
Oh damn!
How far away is Virginia Beach from you?
4 hours.
Is that 4
Oh,
hours?
is it 4
4 and a
hours?
half.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
right. I couldn't remember how far it took to get to where you were at. Whenever I was living up near Virginia Beach, because what's this fucknuts face?
Yummy.
Yeah,
Because he moved to Hurricane.
Yummy lives in Virginia Beach. so-
oh yeah, that's where I was. Oddly enough, that's where I was born.
I lived in Newport News, Hampton, Langley Air Force Base for about 4 years. That's where I graduated from. So
Sir Berg was raised right in the city next to Hurricane, so not too far away. We were actually there this summer.
Well, because there's I think Yummy moved there, but then there's also I want to say Rusty Moto is from there. There's two channels I always get confused, but I think it's Rusty Moto. And then like I got a few friends who I ride with on a regular basis who I like met through moto vlogging, but they really don't moto vlog.
Mhm.
And then the nearest actually Throttle Lock lives like 7 miles from me. He used to live like 120 miles, but he just moved nearby.
That's right. He did just move because he was in Ohio.
Well, we're
still in Ohio.
I don't know where you're at. I
He
just
was-
knew that he was not that far from me, about an hour and a half drive up north.
Yeah, he was in Akron, which is on the east side of the state, and he just moved here to Toledo, which is kind of northwest Ohio. It's about 120 miles. And
I'm
then
sorry.
like I ride with him like 3 times a week.
until it starts to snow.
Fuck you. Shut your whore mouth. It's like 52 degrees and windy as dicks right now. I hope you get swamp ass and your gooch just rots out.
Dude, it's cold as fuck here right now. It's
What's
like
it, like
it's
68
like-
It was
degrees?
like 90 today. It was 90
It's like
today.
65
Dude,
degrees
it's
here.
fucking hot over here.
90.
Dude, I'm so
90?
I'm
That's good for
definitely
you.
a snowbird, right? Like that's what they call usually old people, but like Midwesterners who go down south for the winter. So like
Snowbirds.
I'd be down in
That's gonna be us in
Florida
a few months.
or wherever. Like I remember it was I think February and I was down in Clearwater. It was like 65, 68 degrees. There were motherfuckers walking down the street with like puffy
Coats.
jackets on.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, this is t-shirt weather.
Yep.
So that's what I imagine it's like for someone from like northern Alberta coming to where I live. Like I'm sitting here bundled up, and they're just like in flip flops and.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, me and my brother actually will take out the garbage in the middle of snow with flip flops and a t-shirt and shorts. So
I mean, I'll still run out there barefoot just because I'm too lazy to put shoes on. But
Anything below 70
do that.
degrees, I'm cold.
So then you would really hate what temperature it is here now. 55.
Yep.
I had a few classmates that I found out rode motorcycles. I'm like, oh, we should ride sometime. They're like, oh, I really only ride if it's 70 degrees or more. I'm like, you live in Ohio. It's like that for 2 months out of the year.
Fucking pussies.
Why even have a motorcycle?
Right.
Yeah, 70 or more. Come on.
That's like Florida standards.
Just
But
buy.
I even know people here that ride all year round. Whether it's, I mean, because it does get below freezing sometimes where I'm at. But usually during the winter, it'll stay. During the daytime, it'll stay usually in. During middle of winter, upper 40s, low 50s, mid 50s, or whatever. But I mean, people still ride.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought my fucking mic was muted. My kid over here screaming in the background. Fuck, my bad, y'all. I thought my shit, I'm just going through the side chat. My bad.
Just buy a Panigale. It comes with a heated seat.
Right? I would say 75% of the people around
It comes
here
with dildo
ride Harleys.
Yeah, they were just man up and fucking ride it.
Okay. To give you an idea of how the coldest weather that I've ridden my bike in was 24 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took a test ride on a bike I was working on. It was 24 degrees outside. I'm like, this is stupid. And I still went out and rode.
I rode home in 39-degree weather for 3 hours. 24 degrees. Fuck that. 39, I was like being a bitch. It's so cold.
I will ride down to where if the standing temp is 30 degrees or higher, I still get out and ride.
Yeah, my cutoff is when ice starts to form on the road.
Yeah, that's a little dangerous.
Anything under 40, I'm out. I'm cool.
I went out riding this year. Was the first ride of the season was January the 13th. It was the big Friday the 13th event at Port Dover. So I rode up to that thing. It was cold for the ride. Actually, it was nice going down there at the -4 degrees. Going back when it was starting to snow was a little bit iffy. But yeah, it was about a 2-hour ride out there and 2-hour back. Oh yeah, I was cold, and I had heated gear on. Yes, I have heated gear. I'm such a lazy bastard.
You're such a woman.
Hey,
I don't have heated gear, but it's like if it's cold outside, I look like fucking Ralphie from A Christmas Story. Like I can't move.
Ralph.
They actually, the local bike shop has all the heated gear that I needed, and I bought that because I knew that I was going to be out riding for Friday the 13th. It wasn't going to be something I was missing.
Onesies work.
I think in the last 2 years, my bike has been away and not being used for maybe 2 months of it during the wintertime at most.
Hey, most.
I live in Ontario.
Oh shit.
Well, you don't stud the tires?
Yeah, that's illegal.
And
I don't need to. Why would you need to stud the tires when there's no freaking snow to need them for?
Really?
We've had so little snow in the last couple of years. It's ridiculous.
See, I live in the Great Lakes, so we get all that lake effect.
Oh.
Right.
Where I live, we are perfectly located so that we rarely get lake effects.
Yeah, I'm perfectly located where I never get snow either.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember what 2 years ago? Fucking Midland, Texas had 6 inches of snow, And when they had 6 inches of snow, we had nothing. So I was sending Tim Kreitz a bunch of messages like, ha ha, that's karma, because you were making fun of us that our season's over, and now your whole city's shut down because no one has snow equipment. Meanwhile, I have nothing here, and I'm out riding my bike.
Well,
It was a little mean-spirited of me, but...
Well, I've done the same thing. When with my ex, he was being an asshole. I started laughing because we had absolutely no snow. We were walking around in t-shirts and shorts, and he was having to shovel snow off of the roof because the snow was actually so thick on the roof that it was actually collapsing roofs. So they had to actually go in and shovel. And he's in Baltimore. He's just outside of Baltimore.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a recipe for one of those viral videos of a dude just falling off of a roof.
Oh, please. I'd love to see him falling off of the roof. I mean, what?
Why don't you just push him?
I don't know. He's an ex for a reason. He's a good ways away.
Why don't you get somebody to push him?
Just hire somebody to throw snowballs at him.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be that mean because my family actually really likes him.
Sucks to be them.
I know, right? I'll tell you, I got the talk when I broke up with him. My mother was like, "You're not going to." When I started dating Sir Berg, she's like, "You're not going to dump him like you did the other one. He was such a good guy." I'm like, "Mother, you don't know anything about it."
If you like him so much, you date him.
Right? They loved him. You know, it's bad when I break up with him, and the next thing you know, he's calling my he's calling my best friend, he's calling my sister, and he's calling my mother weeping on the phone.
Jesus.
Wow.
That reminds me of a Blake Shelton song.
Yeah, it sounds like a country song.
Oh, it really was.
Say it reminded you of somebody who had no testicles?
Yeah.
Back whenever Blake Shelton actually had testicles.
Oh, so like 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He even
back
sent
in the
me-
good days of country.
Yeah, he even sent me flowers to my work when I wasn't there. I was so angry. I picked up the flowers, was about to toss them in the garbage can, and a girl was like, "I'll take those." I'm like, "Here, congratulations." a dozen red roses. Here you go. By the way, I absolutely hate roses, so the fact that he bought me roses really pissed me off.
It really solidified the relationship that you had with him.
Well, he doesn't really. He showed me that he didn't really know me at all. That he bought me red roses. I'm not a red rose person.
Oh yeah, I don't like flowers either.
Well, the kind of gifts he would get me, I'm more obviously into bikes and like gaudy jewelry and shit like that. And he would go out and buy me
chocolate roses.
Yeah, ugly roses and crucifixes made out of diamonds.
Well, my honey here, instead of buying me roses and flowers and diamonds, he buys me an oil change for my 4-wheeler.
Nice. That's love.
Perfect.
That's love right there.
That's beautiful love right there. That is true love right there.
Want to know what else is true love? When you want to learn how to ride a bike and your honey says, "You know what? You can do that, but here's the money to take the course."
There you go.
You're not learning on my bike.
No, he actually offered to let me ride his bike. I'm not a huge Bergman fan.
Oh, that's right.
His bike's really tall too.
I mean, a lot of people talk shit about scooters, but the 650, I mean, it's not a bitch bike.
No,
I mean, it's
it
still
really
a scooter,
isn't.
But
it can run anything down practically. He actually took this Bergman they were having like a commemorative ride for a fallen rider, and he decided to take this bike to it, and it was being hosted by the Outlaw Motorcycle Club. So he gets there in his bright yellow suit, his Bergman, everything, and apparently he got right behind the road captain, and he stayed behind the road captain. Road captain actually tried to lose him and could not do it. And they got to the end of the ride, and he walks over. He's like, "I tried to lose you like 6 times. I could not do it. What the hell do you have in that thing?"
These nuts.
Yeah, these nuts.
Well, because the Bergman has like it's got to have like what, a 4 or 5 speed transmission in it, right?
Yeah, and it's fully automatic too.
Well, it's like, you know, there's some stuff where it's just belt driven and there's almost no transmission whatsoever. It's just direct drive, but I don't think you could really do that on a 650 like road scooter.
All I know is that when we were on the highway heading to Columbus, he got it up to about 100 miles an hour, and I kept right up with him. And mine's an 1100, and my throttle was all the way out. So
that sounds terrifying on a scooter. I mean, even on you're on a V-Star, right?
Yeah.
Even on a V-Star, well, no, those bikes are built a lot more for it.
Let's just say this: the max speed on my bike is listed at 180. When I looked down at the speedo, it was sitting at 171 kilometers.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, because the speedometer on my bike goes to 170 miles per hour. The true top speed of that bike with someone who weighs 30 pounds less than me is 141.
Yeah, no, the max one on this bike is 180 kilometers.
Hold on, what bike you ride?
V-Star.
It wouldn't be my bike though.
Oh yeah.
Better than a Sportster.
And that's with big Harley bags on it, so if we didn't have big Harley bags, it might have gone faster.
Yeah. So that a Dyna. That's only. It's two different bikes. I want only a Dyna on one of my videos. Oh.
Especially after hearing Lee talk about Dynas, I've kind of given them a second chance in my head. Because I've ridden one Dyna and I actually did enjoy it.
I would have to say after watching, because I had just recently started and finished watching Sons of Anarchy, I fell back in love with Dyna.
I'm not a big fan of that one.
I just want a Willy one.
Cruisers have their place. Like, I miss mine.
Like, I'm just not a cruiser person, but I rode a anniversary edition Dyna Lowrider, and it was comfortable. It had the 103 motor in it. It seemed to be decently peppy off the line. And
I don't understand the motors on their bikes, because somebody was saying, "Oh, his bike's hella fast." It's a 10 something. I was like, "What?"
They go back
because they're in inches
instead of cubic centimeters.
Well, I'll tell you this, Ken. My cruiser was a 109, and that's 1800 cc.
Was that the Bulldog, the Suzuki M109?
Yeah.
Those things, those are power cruisers. It's like the M109, the VMAX,
the Rocket 3 with that 2300 cc.
Yeah, the Rocket 3. Yeah. Those are power cruisers or muscle bikes. Like I used to have a Honda VF 1100 V65. Back in its day, it held the fastest 0 to 60 time for I think a year, but it is no longer that bike's day.
Yeah.
So back in the day.
Yeah,
my cruiser was quicker off the line. It's a lot easier to get a cruiser off the line.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sport bikes, you get too much throttle wheeling.
Yeah.
Well, it's V twins make torque like right off of idle, whereas inline 4 you got to wind it up till you get to the power bend. But the V65 had a V4 motor. So it had a super flat power curve. It had a good amount of low end grunt, but it would keep winding throughout the whole rev range. And I would run 600s with it. And it was kind of entertaining to see people pull up next to a 30-year-old dirty Jap bike and me just keep right next to them while they're wringing its neck, and I'm just like,
yeah.
You got that evil look on your face. Like
until we got to about 85 miles an hour, and then they would just go.
Yeah, because you have all that torque down low, and then they got the horsepower carrying them through the top.
Right, and I mean, the bike also weighed 600 pounds. Again, it was 30 years old. It was not in the greatest shape. This was probably before I did the carbs and valves on it.
So this is like one of those that bolts are falling off as you're going down the road.
Not quite that bad. It's just it had dirty carburetors and the valves were pretty loose, and Yeah, I mean, it was an old bike. When it worked, though, it was great.
Yeah, a lot of stuff on my bike is shaken loose at some point or another. Heck, I've even lost my saddlebag at least once.
Jeebus.
Yeah, that was because the bolt sheared off.
I've replaced an exhaust bracket on my mom's Sportster for the 3rd time now because it's broken. But I like to talk shit about Harleys. It's easy to do. But I always joke that the reason they're always falling apart is because there's no fucking torque values anywhere for fasteners, and they just rattle themselves apart because nobody torques anything down right.
Well,
yeah, that's exactly right.
You know what Harley Davidson in English stands for?
$100.
$100.
Oil leak.
Not well, because oil leaks haven't really been a big issue with Harleys for a couple generations. But I just heard something today that the 2018 models they're having oil leak issues where it starts spitting oil, coats the rear tire, and people go down.
Oh God.
Well,
Yeah,
they've been horrible them out of the breathers for a long time, and that's because they have such a loose tolerance. Even like if you actually go and click on the Revzilla where they went and bought a brand new 883, and on the ride from the dealership back to the shop to do their videos, it was already leaking oil.
I can't say anything because my poor bike has a pretty nasty leak on the air intake as well.
All bikes are subject to leaking oil. I mean, it's an engine. It's an internal combustion engine that either has a paper gasket or a bead of silicone to keep the oil in it. If you ride your bike hard, or if they didn't get it perfectly right at the factory, or just even time itself, it's going to end up leaking oil.
Oh yeah.
Or if you customize it.
I tell you what, that new Fat Bob. Have you guys seen the new Fat Bob?
Yeah, the Fat Bob.
That is a cool ass bike.
For what it is, I think it is a pretty decent bike.
Exactly.
There's a few stylistic things that I think are kind of dumb.
Like the square headlight?
Not just the square headlight, but it's like a light bar, and it's huge. And then I really don't like the anodized aluminum exhaust with the dual cans on it.
Well, they kind of went Ducati Monster.
Right. It looks like it's off of a Buell or Ducati. I'm like, this is your flagship model for your new bikes. It needs to be a little more Harley styled. Like, obviously people always talk shit that Harley hasn't changed any designs in like 300 years. It looks identical to the ones they made in 1961. But at the same time, you don't go putting a fucking like Two Brothers exhaust on a V-twin cruiser. You know?
You could.
I mean, you could. It's going to sound like, I don't know. But you put a Cobra or a
that bike though with like something like a Terminami on it or something. Something that was designed for a twin.
Yeah.
I mean, or an Akrapovic. If Akrapovic jumps in the game, man, they'll sell a shit ton of those. But that bike, a buddy of mine got to test ride one that is a sport bike rider, and he knows one of the guys that works at Harley. And so we were over there just messing with those guys, and he was like, you have to go ride this bike, because he was wanting to ride one of the other bikes they just started with again. And he's like, and I can't just take it out on my own. I have to take somebody with me. So he convinced him to take that bike out. And I recorded it. I just not going to put it up because I let him use my helmet and jacket and stuff because he wasn't riding that day. And I tell you what, man, they put it in. He said, try and kill this thing. He put it up in the 6th gear and got down to 30 miles an hour and pinned it. And it did not hesitate. It did nothing. That bike took off like a rocket. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. That thing should have bogged down a little bit, but it never did. That's a cool-ass bike, man. For Harley, it's a cool bike.
Yeah. I'm just glad that they put a 6-speed transmission in it, for fuck's sake. I mean, in the Sportster, they got a goddamn 5-speed in it.
Yeah. Well, a Sportster doesn't need a 6th gear. If you put it in 6th gear, even at topped out, the thing would barely fucking pull itself, probably.
Well, and I mean, it's not a touring bike.
It's just not smooth enough to handle that.
You might lug it a little bit, but even still, going highway speed in 5th gear, it still sounds, at least to me, granted, I ride inline, it still sounds a little bit high. I'm like, put overdrive in it. It's, you know, it's the 21st century.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking 250s have 6 speeds. Granted, they needed a little more so they can actually go highway speed, but so does this.
God.
That's the thing about cruisers is you're always trying to upshift one more time.
Really
Always
want
on the highway 'cause-
Well, with mine, like I was reading the book on it, and it says that I should be in my max gear by 80 kilometers.
Yeah.
That's not even 60 miles an hour.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And so everything else past that is in my max gear.
Oh, they say that in every book. The book for the Panigale says shift from first to second at 10, second to third at 20, third to fourth at 40, and so
Well,
forth.
and the reason for that is emissions and fuel economy.
Yep.
I don't see it being very fuel efficient.
I ride,
Oh, yeah,
I ride my bike in 6th gear at 35 miles an hour because I can,
Oh, I can't.
It sits there at like 2,000 RPM. Well, a little higher than that. But and then I'll realize, I should probably downshift a few times.
Yeah, because
if I do need to twist the throttle, it's gonna go.
Yeah,
I can't even get in the 6th gear on the Panny unless I'm like doing 85 or above. If I put it in the 6th gear below that, it just wants to fall on its face and die. It's ridiculous.
And how is the power curve on a Panigale? Is it still just like right off of idle? You just feel it grabbing?
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty much. Well, it depends on what setting you're in because you've got power modes, but
right.
Even in wet mode, man, that thing pulls more torque than my CBR 1000 did.
Okay, because like when I rode the Harley V-Rod, I was used to. It's a 1250 motor in it. I was used to riding around on my mom's 1200 Sportster. And so I was expecting, you let the clutch start to bite a little bit and it goes. I'm like, there's nothing here. And then leaving the parking lot, I wound it up a little bit. And when the clutch bit, it broke the rear tire loose. I squirreled about a little bit and then it grabbed and I was gone. I'm like, that is nice. But it's just weird for a Harley because it bites a little bit higher. It starts getting into its own at like 2.5, 3,000, and it's super smooth. The V-Rod's a strange animal for sure.
Right. Yeah, the Panny, you get a lot of torque down low, but you'll get everything once you hit about 8,000. Now in race mode, you get it at like 4,500. I think you get all 200 horse at 4,500 RPM. You better hold the fuck on because that bike's so light it just wants to. It's a one wheeler. It doesn't like to keep the front wheel down on the ground. If you
what Panigale is it? What
it's
engine?
A 1199R.
Okay, because my friend was fortunate enough. Someone said, "Hey, you want to ride my bike?" I think they had an 899 Panigale.
Yeah, 899.
Yeah, they kept trying to wheelie it, and it kept defaulting into traction control mode where it would just kill the ignition.
Yeah, you can adjust that.
Well, and because the owner kept trying to reset it into turning traction control off, and it would just default back to it as soon as they tried doing a wheelie.
Really? See, mine doesn't have wheelie control or any of that. It will definitely pull. It'll pull in 4th gear. You just hammer it in 4th gear, no matter what.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. All my friends are like, "Oh, I do wheelies in 3rd gear, 4th gear." I'm like, I can't do one in 2nd unless there's a good hill.
Bounce it. If you bounce it, it'll come up.
No.
I have an attempt.
Like it'll pop up about 2 inches, and I can't chase it. Now, if there's a hill or I shift in a second after I get the front end up, it will keep the front end up, no problem. It just doesn't have the balls to lift it up.
Well, just do like Ken does. Ping it off the rev limiter and dump the clutch.
I've tried. And then, because I have the 900 Hornet, I've seen a video of a guy on a 600 Hornet just cruising along with the wheel in the air. Granted, he had a guy who looked like he weighed about 300 pounds riding bitch on it. So
that might help.
Have you seen that video of the guy doing wheelies on the Goldwing with the guy behind him?
Oh yeah. God, with the poor pipes.
Yep, he scraped the pipes on the ground and everything. That was badass. But you see like guys like taking full baggers and shit and 12 o'clock.
Well, and especially the current Goldwings. Now, maybe not the like the right now F6B because it's so computerized. It's got an 1800 motor in it. yeah, it's heavy, but it's a Boxer 6. It'll put down some grunt.
The video with that with the Goldwing up though, it had different pipes on it. It had different exhaust.
Yeah, it didn't have factory exhaust, but
that's where they got the extra power, though, I believe, is what my friend was saying, because he has a Goldwing and he was actually trying to find where he could get those pipes. And then he realized the company no longer makes them.
no, you just make your own. Go to a shop, they can fab something up. Shit.
Apparently, they got Honda did not appreciate them at all, so they went after them.
Really?
Yeah, because it was changing something on the bike that they didn't like, so they went after them.
I'm under the belief that if I buy something and I take ownership of it, it's mine and not the person I bought it from or the international company I bought it from. So if I buy something third party, I should be able to put it on my property.
You should, but that's just not how things work.
Well, they can't
just send them a cease and desist. Stop making awesome products for our product.
All they'd be able to do is say, okay, if you do anything like that, the warranty's void.
Well, yeah, that's what they do anyway. Which
can't
is why
stop
all
you
the
from doing it to your property. No.
Right, all the exhaust companies say race track use only.
Yeah.
So they can get around that and emissions.
Yep.
And, wipe their hands of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, got a jet. Thanks, Perry, for the invite. I'll see all you guys.
All right, take it easy, Filthy.
Later, man.
Later, French fry.
Later. Team.
And 10-minute warning, and I am shutting her down, guys.
You're always
10 minutes after 15 minutes was 15 minutes ago.
That's why I'm
taking my time with it.
Up till 4 in the morning.
We're on Canadian time.
I've done the 8-hour stream.
That's 10 minutes in what time zone?
Let me know when
exactly.
Let me know when you do the 14-hour stream.
Well, you and I both. I did one and then went on. I think it was yours. Went for another 8 hours because I remember going 16 hours the one day.
Oh, jeez.
We've done some long.
Yeah, I did a similar one where it's like I was in a hangout till about 11 o'clock local, and then someone sent me another invite, and I was up till 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of long streams, right now Arson and Baker X Derek are doing a 24-hour Twitch stream on Destiny.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's a little rough. I hope they got a shop vac handy.
Hello.
I hope their fish don't get fat from them feeding them so much.
Holler's working again.
Holler's always working.
That motherfucker.
Shit, there he is.
Well, Holler's always at work. I wouldn't say he's always working.
Right.
Yeah. Prairie Boy's got it.
Yeah. That's the job you want right there.
It looks like you brought out the Realtree Carhartt there, Holler.
Yeah, I did. It's getting fucking cold
A
out
little
here.
chilly.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Bino was saying, yeah, it's getting real cold where he is. It's like 65 degrees.
Yeah, he can suck my cock.
Oh.
Wow. Hey, don't threaten me with a good time, motherfucker.
Love you, mean it.
I'm jealous.
Love you more, mean it.
It was only 100 in California today.
Yeah, only.
Only 100.
Only. I didn't ride my bike because I didn't want to go sweat my ass off like I did yesterday.
Yeah, you can keep them triple digits.
Thanks. I'll trade them with anybody. Any of you people with snow, I'll trade you.
I'll take it.
I'll send it your way.
I don't
Yeah.
have snow. I'll take it.
Except I don't have snow right now.
Yeah, we'll
Whatever.
just the middle. 50, we're good.
That mythical water falling from the sky phenomenon, I'll even take that.
Yeah.
Mythical water from the sky.
Yeah, we don't get that much over here in California. The 10, 12 days a year that water falls from the sky. And it's never
That's why your entire state was on fire a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
still on fire.
Yeah. I lived in San Diego years and years ago. I remember that, man. Christmas morning, get up and go ride your brand new bike, in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yep.
Got those Santa Ana winds stoking the flames right now.
Yep.
42. Is that how old you are, Prairie?
No, that's the temperature. I'm 40, so it was close.
It's close. It's close.
Yeah.
Oh, me and you same.
40.
Oh shit! I thought you two looked related.
When you turn 40, there's your balls still even more. Like a 40-year-old ball smell now. Is that what I gotta look up to?
Pretty much.
Oh, Ken, you have to get you one of them orange hats and a camouflage jacket, dude.
There you go.
I'm gonna look for orange.
You'll look just like us. They'll look at you in the orange hat. They'll look at me in the orange hat. And they can't tell the difference.
No.
Like,
I was
wait
walking
a minute,
around in a blaze orange hoodie and a hat earlier.
Nice.
Orange is not really my color though.
Oh, dude, you need to order, Ken. You're gonna have to order a shirt that says like, you know, Deer Killer or Deer Thunder or something
Bone
crazy
collector.
and wear it to your next shit. Wear it to the next group ride you go to. Get a camouflage hat and put it on with a fish hook on one end of the bill, you know, or something. Really fuck with them guys, man.
God, it's so weird. No, not that. Like, if any of you guys ever changed like a little boy's diaper, like my boy be having a hard on, man. This shit hella weird. Hella weird.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Are you getting jealous?
And you had to tell us. You had to tell us.
Don't be comparing sizes now.
Fucking weird, man. It's still weird. You fucking 7 months. I'm just like, shit, boy, this shit's weird still.
Oh my God.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. He's like, damn, it's like a baby holding a baseball.
Wait, it is my baby holding a baseball.
It was hella funny. I was telling the same thing. I said, it's so weird changing a boy's diaper. I'm like, he be having a boner, man. She said, oh, he be having a little boner. I said, don't you get talk about my son's penis like that. Got my son fucked up.
Oh,
call my
God.
son's little boner. She was laughing so fucking hard.
Well, you know what? I think baby erections is the perfect topic to end this stream on.
Oh, I got in right at the end of it.
That's a wrap.
We all just got banned from YouTube.
I didn't mean to end it, y'all. Sorry.
Mass exodus.
It wouldn't be a prairie stream without baby erections.
or baby something.
All right.
All right, guys.
Baby elephant trunk. What the fuck?
This is Prairie Boy 77. Live stream.
I should always do that on my outro in the live streams too. Yeah. This is Prairie Boy 77 saying good day, good night, and Godspeed.
And keep your butthole tight. And keep your butthole tight. Keep your shit on.
And brush your teeth.